morning. Welcome back to a very cold House fans. It's up to 2 degrees here now in Lord, but it's still frosty. Just getting some bales out there now for bedding. I have 2 mixes done. I'm on the second mix, sorry. 3 to do. Fong is gone getting some calf feeders. I must fill all them up. And we're going pulling beet. Not exactly sure what time now yet, but I think maybe about afternoon sometime. So we'll be finished pulling beet then. Probably should have close and enough beet to have us. This is not going to work. We should have nearly enough beet then to see us out until the new year anyway. We'll have 300 tonne out, so we will definitely have enough to see us going until the new year. So, and it's yielding a lot better than I thought, so that's good. Now, I just said I'd be putting out them bales where that mix was mixing, so I'll throw this off now again. And go back around, plant the bucket and throw out the mix. So I've the cows fed. There's a lot of cattle going out tomorrow, so I actually fed the cows for 2 days now today. So when it's cold like this, there's no problem, but look at the bulk of stuff in front of them. It's unreal. So I like the cold weather. I love these fresh mornings, but this is cold enough now. Any colder than this now, and you start getting active with colds and pipes and things. So right, we go get this mix put off, taken off. Oops, sorry about that. Just over here checking these bios. These are the biggest group, I think. Yeah, they are. So they're going in now Monday. Once the weather's dry, I think it is. So we stopped feeding them. This field is too soft to feed them in. They only reckon there's a lot of grass here, so we'll probably leave them into the field next door there. Over that gap there, Friday. Leave them graze after the weekend. And on in they'll go then. And they'll get plenty of ration then for the winter, so there's no need to be ploughing the place feeding them now. I don't know why that spot is so red. Bit of a low patch, but yeah, look, this is a very wet field. But it's unbelievable to be able to graze it nearly into December. So, all grand big growthy cattle, so it's great. Happy out with them now. Right, better get on. Fong has gone up with the mix to the hill farm, and I'm going to be taking up the case, so the 2 trailers are up there for drawing the beet, and we go at that there for the morning, and back at cattle then in the afternoon. So we better get at it. This whole Schwazi jacket is some job. Woo! Lovely and toasty. What a beautiful morning. Jesus, you couldn't write it, could you? Look at that. Blue skies. Beautiful. 6! Look at that for a clean out. Cover of about 3,000. First week of December. Wham bam, thank you man. Bit of sunshine. This feels like Australia. Go on. Another cover of about 3,000 there for you to graze now. You better do a good job, girls. Go on, Litchi. Hops. Come on. Go on. Hey. Look at that. Jesus. Isn't that what autumn grazing dreams are made of? Sun shining. Grand group of heifers. Back on the beet trail again. And what a day for it. There's a couple of really big ones there, was patchy, so he's just going very slow to try and pick them. This is the last load now we're going pulling. We've nearly 300 tonne out now, so that'll keep us going for a good while. One more tank and we'll be full up. Some rig, should have been some rigging today if the sugar beet was still around. It's some loss. This again, it's really patchy and it's the whole way around the field in the same place. We don't know why, but well, we do know why, but we just don't know why it's in them spots. It's flea beet later just as it was coming up. Now he's into the best of it now and he'll be flat out up the field. When we're at beet, we always stick to the same patch, not to be compacting the whole field, so we'll give this a good rip up there now before we go sowing. Just back in the yard there now, just doing the jobs, and just looking at these. I think they're here 7 days or something like that, and there's a savage shine after coming up on them. They basically look like them a week ago, thin, drawn out, just out of the parlour as they are this time of the year. And these ones now, great old shine, them starting to fill out. Vaccinated, dosed and all weighed when they come in, so we know exactly how they perform. These heifers, they're here about a month or 5 weeks now, not exactly sure how long. They came from Longford, but they are after turning inside out now. They're growing. That's the one thing about our finisher diet. So for cattle say under 30 months, the diet they're on, it's a very gentle balance between enough protein or not too much protein and enough protein, we'll say, because a lot where some people fall down with these type cattle especially, they put them on a real high energy diet and no protein and they just stop growing. Whereas like our cattle, the majority of the cattle we finish, cows are different now, they're on a different diet because they've done most of their growing. But these cattle, like, they're putting on muscle, they're still putting on frame, so you still need a lot of protein in their diet. And these heifers now in particular have grown plenty. They were in great old order when they came, but they were a tiny bit butty. They were in serious order now, but they're after stretching no end, so I'm really delighted with them. So these are all the ones that came from the market yesterday or the day before, whatever day it was. Smashing cows, but just a little bit in their sins. But they'll all straighten up now. You won't know them in a week's time. And just looking at their dung there is one thing we really need to keep an eye on when they come in first, that they're not getting any touch of acidosis, and they're not. So look, these aren't on full whack yet, and they won't be for another week because They thought they need to stop producing milk before you can really drive them on. This time of the year it's no problem really, it's easy enough to drive up cows, but we do buy some and we do get some there in the middle of the summer, and they're different kettle of fish now, and even ones in the spring there, you need to put them on a fairly low energy diet now for 2 or 3 weeks really, just to get them to forget about it, because they're sort of in their mindset is to go into peak milk production. So, but it's easier this time of the year. So these we'll have today's what day is today? Thursday. We'll have a look at these cows now in a week's time again, and you won't know them. They'll be after turning inside out. There, look at that big beast. It's about 700 kilos. I actually bought this pen of cows. I had a spare pen and I was half intending to keep them myself, but someone rang me up and said, I'll take them cows, and I said, grand job, we'll fatten them for you. And look, that's sort of where I'd like the business to go. Hold on now, get you in a bit of light. That's sort of where I'd like the business to go eventually, that we're buying cattle to keep the pens full all year round. And look, it is going that way. It's we'd like most of the pens, not all, but most of the pens are booked out nearly till next February. So look, it does start to get quieter then, and to be honest, it sort of suits, because we'll be rearing calves, so we'll need all the space we have. But we'll still have accommodation for maybe 150 contract cattle. If they keep coming, we won't turn them away anyway. What do you think, Mal? Look, listen, it's a grand old one. So yeah. So yeah, that pen of cows now, they're gone to one man, and he wants another pen. So we'll buy them from maybe. We'll see how we go. So anyway, I'm yapping now. I'm going to leave it there for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. 2 loads of bulls going out tomorrow, so early start. And yeah, I can't get over these cows, do I? They're after turn inside out. And cows from West Cork. But yeah, see you again tomorrow for more Dower House Farms. Good luck and thanks.